V4SAFETY created all this methodology for credible simulation, for reliable simulation, for safety assessment. And now we need to really hand it over to industry, to end users. Of course, we already tested before with industry. We had many discussions with stakeholders, but this is the moment where we hand over.
People were really engaged in the discussions. We really had nice feedback, but it was all in a very positive sense, and we saw that even the collaborations with other projects, with other organizations internationally, were really getting shape in this conference. So I'm really happy that we are here, and it's kind of proud that we can do it and that we can finish the V4SAFETY project in this way. What we have actually been doing in V4SAFETY is doing prospective effectiveness analyses for safety measures, with the aim to accelerate the introduction of safety measures into passenger cars. And in that respect also improve safety on the road.
Okay, so I'm here today at VCITA at one of our first liaison activities in the certain project to participate at the final event of the V4SAFETY project, where we also have some shared partners, and we will also participate at the technical presentation.
I had some interesting discussions after the presentation as well regarding how can we make sure that what happens in simulation is realistic enough so that it translates properly into the real world. And that will be necessary in synergies because we're looking into extracting scenarios from simulation. So we need to make sure that those scenarios are realistic enough and that we can take them into account and enter them into the database together with scenarios from real world driving and accidentology databases and other sources.
So my main takeaway about the presentation have been that there has been a lot of efforts and a lot of technical knowledge implemented on that. So now it's our turn to use it. We have to try to find the best way to catch all the results that has been developed in the simulations.
The main takeaway for me was that the V4SAFETY project has gathered a lot of knowledge about the different traffic and accident databases all over Europe, what the differences are, what the potentials of these databases are, and how we can make use of the data for Europe in assessing ADAS functions, but I can see also AD functions, for example.
Yeah, I think the way the project has delivered is fantastic because we have this great framework and great analysis on some difficulties we can have with simulation. And virtual testing is something that will go really in force in the next year or in the next decades. So we have to be very knowledgeable about all the issues that we have to manage in virtual testing for the benefit of safety features.
Harmonized simulation framework is interesting for our project because our project called Sakura project is also aiming at harmonization of the safety assessment methodology. So
when you see what we already can do, then I'm interested in the next step. And I think it's a solid base, for example, for policymakers to be aware of what future developments in automated driving means for safety, for traffic flow, and how you can regulate it, how you can look into the consequences, and if you can take measures for that, both on regulation, on policy, but also on mobility in a broader field.
Also, I had the chance to present the use case that we simulated at BMW with the left-turning vehicle with oncoming motorcycle, where our SCM, our driver behavior model, have been used in these simulations. Also, to interact about the results we achieved with these simulations with so many visitors. It was really interesting to have their insights and also to get some exchanges about driver behavior models.